So moving on, for newborns, we are still dealing with feeding issues. We are, the new parents are just understanding more about their baby. They're just trying to get into the rhythm and routine along with the baby. So oral hygiene during newborns, when they should start.
In newborn phases from 0 to 3 months, if you ask me, oral hygiene sums up to just whenever you give a bath, after the malish and a bath to the baby, you can take a clean washcloth or a clean muslin cloth, just dip it in boiled warm water, and you can just wipe over the tongue, the cheeks, and the gum pads of the baby. Most of the babies do not have teeth at that time, so you just have to wipe and massage the gums and clean the mouth and keep the tongue and everything clean. The major oral hygiene or dental thing enters when the teething phase starts, which is in most cases is between 3 months to 8 months, and that is the concern that most parents have, that how do we know when our child is teething and what to do when the child is teething, because that is a time of a little bit of crankiness, sleeplessness, cluster feeding starts, the baby is irritable, you don't understand why and what. That is when the parents have to start soothing the teething pain in the newborn phase. Before that, it is just keeping the mouth clean.
Mouth and the tongue as well. Sometimes there's a
The tongue
stain
and the
coating
gum pads.
on
Yeah.
right. Okay.
First visit to the dentist can be after the teeth start erupting, just for a regular checkup. Few other factors that I'm sure nowadays the hospitals and the corporate birthing centers do have is a consulting with the dentist on board, or a lactation consultant who checks for some abnormalities in the oral cavity. They do check the oral cavity in detail for a cleft lip or a cleft palate or other abnormalities, like there are prenatal tooth which are present in the babies. Newborn babies sometimes have teeth. They are born with tooth in a mouth, which is very rare, but it is still there. So if it is causing any difficulty in latching with the mother, or breastfeeding is hampered because of that, then the dentist can advise you what to do about it. Some babies cannot latch properly because of low muscle tone in the tongue or in the lip, or a condition which is called as tongue tie, which is not diagnosed much, and that tongue tie condition, depending on the levels of the tongue tie, can cause any issues in breastfeeding or baby bottle feeding or whatever. So if you are facing any kind of issue in your newborn phase, then please visit a pediatric dentist or a lactation consultant who will guide you further on if there are any difficulties. But in most of the cases, if it is going smooth, then it is okay if you visit a dentist at a 6-month mark, then the 12-month mark, and then once the molars start erupting.
Okay, fine. So 6 months is when we should visit the dentist first.
Yeah, because that is when usually they say that between 5 months to 10 months. Nowadays, the window is very large. Kids are getting tooth as early as 5 months, and some don't get tooth even till they're 18, 19 months. So the window is very big. So there's nothing to panic. But if you are getting panic, then it makes sense just to go to a pediatric dentist and check when is the tooth erupting.
Right. So for teething as well, there is a lot of irritation in babies, and sometimes the new parents do not know why is that irritation there. They are unable to understand the signs of teething. So what would be those obvious signs of teething that they should really be taking care about for teething?
So the teething phase usually starts between 3 to 8 months. That is when you see a lot of signs that can show that it is teething, but it also coincides with the sleep regression that comes at the 4th month and the growth spurt. So you actually don't know what is the reason why the baby is cranky. But as I said, all you need to do at that time is comfort the baby, and the ramband for everything is just feed the baby, either a breastfeed or a bottle feed. And if you see that the baby is not getting calm with either of those, then the obvious sign that goes is drooling. The baby drools a lot during that phase, during teething phase. Also, hand to mouth is a milestone that the baby reaches, because they're getting ready for solids. So many people think that, okay, the babies are very hungry because it's continuously suckling on the thumb or the mouth or the fist or something. Yes, that is a self-soothing habit, and the parent gets over anxious that this will lead to any kind of habit, and they stop they avoid. मुंह में से, I mean, I get so many parents who keep saying me that after feed also the baby is taking the hand to mouth and I have to keep on pulling the hand out continuously. My baby is crying, he wants to take the hand in mouth, is he hungry, कि क्या हो रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, दांत आ रहा है क्या, उसको खुजली आ रहा है क्या. This is just a self-soothing mechanism that the baby has. Please do not stop the baby, let him self-soothe himself. If after that the baby is getting cranky and irritable, then you can just take, as I said, a washcloth, dip it in hot, boiled warm water, and rub the massage the gums. The baby likes it when you massage the gums. In fact, take your hand and also they chew on that hand also, because it is itching. It is like a scar, like suppose you have got a cut on your hand and then that cut is healing. So the skin starts itching. The same is a teething process. It itches. It is very uncomfortable. You want to itch, but somebody telling you not to itch. It is like that. So let the baby self-soothe. And if the baby is wanting you, then you can either give a nice massage, or you can take homemade ghee and apply it over there. Ghee is also very good. It helps calm down. It has that kind of an effect over there. Please don't apply any outside medicines. No Ayurvedic medicine, no homeopathy medicine. You don't know what is that made of. You don't know the validity or the authenticity of those medicines. I get a lot of calls from these mommy groups. Now that I'm a mommy myself and I'm part of a lot of social media mommy groups, they keep on messaging and asking me. I don't want to name any products, but they keep on calling up that my mother wants to give this wala kada and that wala medicine and ye khilana and wo karna hai to ease the teething pain. Please, none. Teething is a natural process. It is a good sign that your baby is now entering another stage and is ready to accept food. Without teeth, the baby will not be able to eat food. So it's a very natural process.
Right.
In fact, a sign to us that the baby is ready for the solid intake now. So let it happen. Don't interfere with that. We all want our babies to be happy and cheerful all the time. अगर थोड़ा cranky हो गया एक आध दिन तो ठीक है यार, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. Unless it is like it's crying for hours and hours all together and not sleeping, then you can consult your doctor and decide whether you want to intervene with some kind of a medical medicine. But without a doctor's prescription, please don't give any kind of medicines to your baby. You don't know what causes more discomfort, and it can be just a coincidence that हाँ आज medicine दिया, देखो आज सो गया. It is not that कि वो medicine से सोया. It might just be okay for the baby to sleep that night. Please don't give any medicine. Some days there will be cluster feeding. Some days the baby will be irritable and wants to catch on to you and hold on to you.
Right.
So that is what you're supposed to do. Comfort your child when your child is needing it. Don't please substitute it with any medicines.
So how about the homeopathic medicine called Calcarea? Should that be given, or it's like everybody's favorite? I remember my mom telling me, why are you not giving the gripe water and
same. I did not want to name those medicines, but yeah, exactly. I have gone through the same. Coming from a dentist family, I have gone through it same. And this Calcarea is a homeopathy medicine. My in-laws are practicing homeopathy and they wanted me to give it. Calcarea, more than a painkiller effect, has a sleeping effect. It is actually, if you study about it on Google also, it is given as a teething medicine because it puts the child off to sleep. Okay. Your baby is just asking for some extra attention and during the teething phase. When you are sick and you're not feeling well, all you want is some loved one to hold you, right? So that is what you expect from your husband or your wife or your mother or your father. Your baby is expecting that from you. You don't just give a medicine and expect the baby to self-soothe and so jao abhi khatam kar do.
Right. So there are so many parents out there who, when they're in hospital, they give honey to their baby. So I myself have not done that, and I recommend even the people who I meet, the new parents, to not do that. What would be a dentist's opinion about that?
In a dentist opinion, it is a animal product. Actually, not even an animal product. We don't know the authenticity of that honey that you're getting. It is full of preservatives. It is full of, I don't know what. I don't want to even name all that. But your child, your newborn, is not even, the digestive system is just getting ready for the mother's milk also. You can't give an animal product at that time. Honey till 1 year is a complete no. Yeah. Earlier, there were so many deaths in babies after they were born or in the first few weeks or first few days or first few months of life. At that time, we don't know what caused that death. Nowadays, we are so cautious with everything. And that is why the mortality rate of the newborn is higher in at least the urban part of India than the rural part. They still stick to that old age traditions. my own child, I was fencing like this. I was watching her like an hawk because I did not want any relative to come and give that honey to her. All those bottles, I had to just act like the vampire of the family and say no honey, no honey. They're like कि सबने लिया है, ancestors ने लिया है, कुछ नहीं हुआ है. But I was like, no, please, no. The main fact of not introducing honey is reaction. Any kind of allergy, you don't know. The digestive system is not ready for solids till 6 months of age. Nowadays, the WHO has also recommended nothing except mother's milk, not even water, to a newborn till 6 months. The finger brush that comes, okay. There are a lot of brands that have the finger brush. You can start using the finger brush after, I think, especially if your baby is bottle fed or formula fed baby, after every feed, please clean the oral cavity with that finger brush also. Even if the baby does not have teeth, it has a massage side also. So you can just gently massage. It helps the baby to get into the routine. Like it helps the baby to know that this is what is going to happen. Somebody will be cleaning my mouth for me. So this will avoid future big reactions that we all know your kid and my kid go through when we go and try brushing their teeth, because they are not aware of it. So if you're doing it from beginning, like they know the diaper bhi change kiya jayega, we will be wearing clothes, somebody will be doing this, somebody will be doing that. So it helps set a routine that this is an important part of our self-care. Yes, part of that to sleep. So set in a routine. Earlier we'll do the finger brush, then the training brushes will come, and that the regular brushes will come to it later when we enter that phase. But at least in 0 to 6 months, you can use the finger brush.
Right.
Also, the teething toys I would like to cover. We all give a lot of teethers to the baby, and then that causes actually secondary infection if the toys are not very clean and the baby puts it in mouth, and then is when the loose motions and the diarrhea comes in. So if you are falling into that teething, you please clean them, boil them properly, give it to the child, or else it's okay. Their hands are the best teethers that they need. They don't need very fancy and expensive teethers. And I get so many messages, wooden teethers le ya silicone le ya kaun sa le, kya kare, which teether to give to soothe. It is okay. They don't need a lot of fancy instruments. They need something to go in the mouth. You can let them put their hand in the mouth. They will not fall into those habits of thumb sucking or finger sucking. It will not happen. They will get over it slowly. And if you want to give them teethers, give them clean and sterilized teethers, and keep few, limited 1 or 2 of them. Don't buy a lot.
One more thing I want to ask. So as a new mother, you don't know how the child is going to behave when they're having their first tooth erupted. The reason I'm asking you this is because when my son had his first tooth, when it came out, it was like one of the most, I would say, memorable day in my parenting journey, because he did not know what to do. He was crying, and the crying went on for more than 4 hours at a stretch. He would sleep, he would get up, not getting sleep, and irritated whole day long, and I was not able to understand what is wrong with him. And the next morning I saw the teeth was out. So I really did not know that he is about to teeth, his first tooth is going to come out. So is there anything that you can suggest that they can expect when the baby is going to have their first tooth?
For the first tooth, usually the first tooth is erupt is the lower ones. The lower front ones, which we call as the central incisors, are the first tooth to erupt. In few cases, yes, they do get the upper central incisors also. But when the teeth are erupting, you will notice the gums hardening. You will see a bulge on the gum over there. On the gum, you see a pink fat bulge then, and slowly that pink fat bulge will become a little whitish in color, and that is when you realize that slowly the tooth will pop. Because it takes weeks for the tooth to come out, she will want me, she will be cranky, and that is when they have this crankiness, and they want mother around, and they want that comfort. So that is the first sign that you get. But yes, irritability, crying episodes, as I said, it itches them. They are like that. So in that, if you are in that phase, if you are that mother whose child is crying for 4 hours continuously, as I said, massage with their fingers. They loved it. I remember doing it for 2-3 hours for her. She would in fact hold my hand so tight and put it in herself inside, because she knew what was happening and she wanted me to do it. And I would ask her, talk to your baby, even if it's a baby and it does not reply back, they understand. Talk to your child. I would ask her, is it itching? Do you like mama massaging your gums? And she would smile and laugh, and I would understand she wants me to do it. Do that to your child, they like it. As I said, your doctor would be the right guide at that moment. You can call up your pediatrician and ask that my child is teething and is not sleeping. It's been 4 hours, is crying continuously. Can I give her a painkiller to calm her down? And if your doctor consents and says yes, then please go ahead. But as I said, it's a natural process. One night they will cry, and next day morning you will see that miracle tooth coming out.
Right. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Dr. Shruti? Anything that we might have missed? I think we have covered a lot of things, but still, if there's anything,
I would just like to let the new mothers that we tend to worry about a lot of things on a lot of levels with our kids, but just take it easy. It is okay. We all are learning. It's a new experience for us. Nowadays, especially with exposure to so much of social media, we all are on those mommy groups and अरे इसके बेबी का teething start हो गया, इसके बेबी को teeth आ गया, मेरे को नहीं आया,
comparison should
इसके बेबी का ये. Yeah. Please don't fall into that kind of a peer pressure. Just enjoy every moment. It's okay if your child are irritable for a few days, and if the teething is difficult. As a dentist, I'm just covering my parts. There are a lot of other worries that we go through. But just relax, breathe, and enjoy every single day with your newborn child. There is nothing more precious than those first new moments. It's a fantastic process. The God has made our bodies. The whole process. As I said, I have started mindfully observing every small milestone that she achieves, every small changes in their body, and it is just you just observe it. You just go through it. You just live in the present and enjoy it. And these moments just flew by, they just go by in a second. Yeah. You don't even know when they are like, toddlers. Toddlers and running around. True. So thank you so much, Dr. Shruti, for your time. And it was one of the very insightful talks. And I really thank you for sharing so much of information. I'm sure it will be very insightful for all the new parents, new mothers. And as you said, sometimes as a mom, we have to take, that stance for our baby. If, there is anything that is going on in the tradition, but is not really recommended for the baby, we have to take a stance for our child at that time, and also take care about all these things with relation to teething, oral hygiene in maternity, as well as in newborn phase. So thank you so much. We will see you very soon again. It was a pleasure. I loved every single minute of it, and I'm looking forward for the next session. I am so happy, and I am so glad that moms like you are into it and are spreading this awareness. It is so required. I am glad that you joined today's session and helped us with so many new things. Thank you guys for joining in, and we will see you soon. This is me, Amrit, signing off for now.